welcome to your second workshop hosted by me, Jack Smith, as part of the National Theatre Connections Festival this year. Again, I'm going to be doing another workshop for you digitally, for you to do at the comfort of your own homes. Now, this workshop is going to be all about improvisation. Now, lots of people get scared when doing improvisation, but it's nothing to worry about. It's just loads of fun. It's about thinking on your feet, thinking spontaneously. So it's about creating material from nothing, and that's what I really love about it. It's without it being scripted, without it being planned. Throughout today's workshop, we're going to be looking at thinking creatively, using our imaginations. We're going to be looking at some of the connection plays and improvising around that. It's going to be loads and loads of fun. Now for the warm-up, to get ourselves moving, to get ourselves ready for the workshop ahead of us. We're going to play a game for the workshop today, which is super fun, and the game we're going to play is Whoosh. That has 4 rules. First rule, number 1, when I go whoosh, you need to jump over it. So you need to imagine I'm throwing a ball of energy at your feet and you need to jump over it. The second rule is when I go, you need to duck underneath it. So the next rule is when I click, you need to turn around. So you won't be facing the camera, so you still need to listen. The final rule is when I clap, you need to clap as quick as you can after my clap. Whoosh! To jump over it. Whoosh! Whoosh! So remember, ducking underneath the whoosh! Should be facing away from me now, so now you need to listen carefully because you'll be doing these as you're facing away from me. Whoosh! 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 That was a clap, not a click. So you need to clap as close to my clap as you can. That was a click, so now you can be facing back towards me. Facing away. Facing towards. Whoosh! Whoosh! So clapping as close to my clap as you can. You would have been out there if you clapped. Whoosh! Whoosh! Now we're going to make it even harder. We should be feeling a little bit warmer now by reversing everything. So if I say whoosh, I mean if I say I mean whoosh. If I click, it means a clap, and if I clap, it means a click. So, get ready. Whoosh! Ducking underneath it. Whoosh! Whoosh! So when I say you need to jump over it. Whoosh! Duck underneath it. Clap. Now facing away from me. Facing back towards me. Clap. Clap. And we'll end the warm-up there. Hopefully we're feeling nice and warm. Amazing, so we're going to move on to the vocal part of our warm-up now, and it's a very, very simple one. How we're going to start with is just waking up some of our facial muscles. I want you just to massage the top of your heads. That's all we're going to do to start with, just massage the top of your heads. Feel free to go onto your hairline, really get in there. We're just waking up all of these muscles. And now onto our eyelids, being gentle there, our noses, our cheeks. Really get those cheeks moving underneath our jaws, on our jawline, and then just giving our whole face a bit of a rub. Just waking up all of those muscles in our face. Now we're going to do something called big face, little face. It is so easy to do. You simply make the biggest face you can possibly make when I say big face, like this. And then you make the smallest face you can possibly make when I say small face, like this. So let's give that a go now just to wake our muscles up in our faces. Big face. Small face. Big face. Small face. Big face. Small face. Amazing. And then just shake that out a little bit now. Now we're going to move on to some of the vowel sounds. So it's very, very simple. All I want you to do is over-exaggerate all of the vowel sounds. So we'll start with A. So A, E, I, O, U. And now we're just going to take a nice hum, so we can put our hands on our chest, and we're just trying to feel the hum in our chest. And big deep breath in. Amazing. Now our voices should be a little bit more warmed up, and they will continue to get warm throughout the rest of our workshop today. Now we're going to move on to our first exercise in our improvisation workshop. Now for this exercise, what I'm going to do to start with in a minute, I'm going to ask you to run and collect 3 items. It doesn't matter what it is, anywhere in the room next to you, as quick as you can, off you go. Collect 3 items. Pillow, just going to leave on the side there. I've got a pencil here, I'm going to leave on the side next to me, and I've just found an old pack of cards. So they're my 3 items. Make sure that you get your 3 items. Now to start with, just to get us thinking spontaneously and to get us having some fun and start to improvise, what you're going to do is, with each of these three objects, you're going to make them become anything you want them to be. So something different each time. And we're going to have a minute to do each one. So to start with, for me, this pillow could become a hat. Very simply, it's a nice hat. It also could become a phone. Hello. It could become a rugby ball. Could become a skipping rope. Could become a mirror. Now move on to your second object. So you have 1 minute, use your second object to make it become as many things as you can. Off you go! Moving on to your third and final object. Make it become as many things as you can. 1 minute, off you go! Now, after our 3 objects have become loads of amazing things, we're really starting to think creatively now. You're going to pick your favourite object out of the 3. So I'm going to use the deck of cards for my next example. You're going to talk about your object for 1 minute as if you're an expert. So I'll give a quick example of sort of things you can do. Now, this pack of cards was made in Italy. As you can see, it's quite a vintage pack of cards. This was made a long time ago in Italy, in the 18th century. It was made by hand. It was handcrafted to expertise. Every tiny layer of paint was put on perfectly. I'll give you 1 minute now to talk about your object as if you're the expert of it. Give it a backstory, give it an origin, how it was made. It's entirely up to you. 1 minute, expert on your object. Off you go! We're going to move on to the next part of our workshop now, and this is now to do with the connection plays. So what I want you to do is to grab an object, any of your 3 objects. I'm just going to take the pencil, and now I want you to imagine that this object is becoming an object from your connections play. So it's entirely up to you. So for example, if I was looking at a series of public apologies, this pencil might become a toilet seat. If you're not a part of a play, pick your favourite play, pick your favourite film. If you're a massive Harry Potter fan, you could imagine that your object is becoming a golden snitch or a wand. It's entirely up to you. And what I want you to do is I want you to become an expert on that object. Again, 1 minute expert, but this becoming the object from your play. 1 minute, off you go. Finished there. So we finished with those objects for now, so pop them down to the side. Now what we're going to move on to do is we're going to move on to do short improvisation scenes. So for this exercise, I'm going to give you a character, a situation that they're in, and an objective, so something they want to achieve in that. And we're going to just improvise a little scene about that. So I'll go first and give it a go so you can sort of see and watch what we're going to do. So I'm an old lady stuck in quicksand trying to pickpocket the person in front of me. Oh, dearie me. Oh, the floor's sinking. Oh, Vernon. Vernon, can you help me out? Oh no, nothing, Vernon. I was just trying to reach for the rope over there. Reach, Vernon. Reach for the rope, Vernon. Quick, grab it, Vernon. So that's what you're going to do to start with. So I'm going to give you 1 minute. Just really have fun with that scene. Be big characters. Let your imaginations run wild. So now we're going to move on to our second little improvisation scene. So again, we're going to be using the same things. This time your character you're going to be a king. You're going to be trapped in a cage and you're going to be trying to escape. And finish with that improvisation scene. I'm going to give you one final little scene to have a go at for some fun. And this time you're going to be a monkey. You're going to be waiting for a bus. And you're going to be trying to scratch your back, but you just can't reach that itch. And freeze there. Hope you all had loads of fun becoming those monkeys. I wish I could see some of these because I imagine they will be hilariously great. Now, because this is so fun, we're going to do one more. I know I said that last one was going to be the final one, but we're going to go one more. I want you to be a police officer underwater trying to discover a new creature. And now we have reached the final part of this little improvisation workshop. And for this final part, what I want you to do is I want you to create your own 1 minute scene. Now you can write this down, you can script it, you can write it as a monologue, you can create the scene however you want. Please, please, please let your imaginations run wild. For this final part, what I want you to do is I want you to create a 1 minute scene with the title of your connections play. So whatever the title is of your connections play, that is what I want the title of your 1 minute scene to be. So I'm going to give you have as much time as you want now to create that 1 minute scene. So feel free to pause this video, spend as long as you want to create it. As soon as you think you've created it, amazing. That is your 1 minute scene. What I would love you to do as well after you've created it is to video it. Video these fantastic 1 minute scenes, and don't worry if it's not exactly 1 minute, it doesn't matter. And again, if you're not in a connections piece, I will put all of the titles up on this and just pick one. So don't worry if you're not in one, just pick one of these titles, whichever title you really want to use, and create your 1 minute scene using that title. That is the end of our workshop. Hopefully you really enjoyed the workshop today on improvisation, and hopefully you created a really cool, really fun final 1 minute improvisation scene or monologue on the title of the connections play. Again, if you have any questions on anything, I'll leave information at the end of the video. So thank you very much, guys. Bye.